If you're struggling to get repeat customers, abandoned carts, or low engagement after someone lands on your store, this app is going to help you fix that. Whether you're a beginner dropshipper or already running a Shopify store, the ConvertWay gives you a full set of tools to reach your customers with SMS and WhatsApp automation so that you're not losing money after someone clicks away. All right, so first I'm just going to give you a little bit of background about this app. So the ConvertWay is an SMS and WhatsApp marketing automation app built just for Shopify. So it gives you tools like abandoned cart flows, order updates, upsell messages, pop-ups, and scratch card rewards, and subscriber opt-ins, all connected through one single platform. What makes this app so powerful is that it combines messaging and conversion tools in one place. So instead of having to use a separate pop-up app, a separate SMS app, and a WhatsApp integration, this just handles everything. So this kind of automation increases your conversions by recovering abandoned carts in real time, sending personalized follow-ups after a purchase, creating that urgency and incentives through scratch cards and limited time offers, like that kind of thing. Of course, giving customers a very easy way to opt in via WhatsApp or SMS, and of course, helping you track exactly how much each campaign earned in revenue. All right, so per usual, we're going to start by installing the app into our Shopify. So go ahead and click the search bar up top. We're going to click apps and search ConvertWay. All right, so now we're in Shopify's App Store onto the app's installation page, and you're going to look for this neon green and white icon there. So here on this page, you're going to be able to see all of those key features that I just talked about. You'll see their pricing plans, and that is free to install. There are some charges per the features required there as well. And you'll be able to check out some reviews down here too. So let's go ahead and just click install. All right, and it'll bring you to this permissions page right here. So all this shows you is what this app will have access to in your store. So I very highly recommend reading through these things and just making sure you're okay with it. But if it looks good, click on install again. All right, so now we're redirected here onto the app's dashboard. So you're gonna see a lot of information here. It is a bit overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie, but you'll be able to see some important data here, like total revenue, orders recovered, messages sent, and the total cost of those messages, as well as the subscriber list here. You'll be able to see some data from your recent 5 campaigns and your analytics from your chatbot, and we'll get into those things later. You'll see your automations and flows, and don't worry, again, we'll get into it soon. So this dashboard gives you kind of a quick pulse check on how much you're spending versus how much you're earning back, right? So let's go ahead and click on this flows tab here. So you'll see up here, they do have some templates that you can use, or you can build a flow from scratch. So I'll show you what it looks like here to build one from scratch, but I'm actually going to do the abandoned cart recovery flow because I think that one's very important to have on your store. But just to show you like what this will look like here, you just click on the flow trigger. So you're going to select what will trigger this flow here. It can really be anything, and they give you a lot of options to work with as well. But this is just what it looks like here. I'll unfortunately have to upgrade my plan to add things. So I can't actually show you what a real flow from scratch looks like, but for right now, let's go ahead and just do the abandoned cart flow. Another couple flows that they have to mention here is their customer win back series. So for customers who maybe haven't purchased in, a month or 2 months or something like that. They also have like order feedback and upsell flows. So that lets you collect reviews and pitch new products to your customers as well. But like I said, let's just do a short walkthrough of this abandoned cart recovery. So first of all, abandoned cart flows like this are really critical for revenue because they re-engage people who showed intent but didn't actually finish their order, right? So recovering even 10% of those can significantly increase your sales. So that's what we're trying to do here, right? All right, so you'll see the flow here. The trigger is abandoned cart created. It's going to wait 15 minutes. And of course, if you want to delay it, maybe you want to delay it a day or a week or whatever, you can do that here just by clicking on it. Then we'll click the follow-up, and you can actually see what the preview of it will look like right here, which is pretty cool. And then if you'd like to, so you can see an image right here, we can actually upload an image. So let's say we have a specific product that we are trying to push, then we can upload an image of that. So if you'd like to, you can add an image here. I'm just going to keep it as a default. And then right here, if you don't like this message, unfortunately you can't like edit it yourself, but you can browse the different templates as well. So they have a couple different follow-ups that you can use. They have 6 follow-ups that you can look through and just see if there's a specific one that speaks to you. And if you'd like to do a custom template, you'll have to upgrade your plan in order to do that. And as well as upgrade your plan to do the flow, or I'm sorry, to create the flow yourself, right? All right, so after it sends this message, it's gonna wait another 10 hours and it gives a condition. So if the customer placed an order, they did place an order, so it's not going to do anything after that. Now, if a customer still hasn't placed an order, it's going to send this second follow-up message. And then you can see down here, it continues to the third follow-up. All right, so when everything looks okay, you're just going to click Save and Enable. Okay, so you can see that these settings have been saved here. Okay. And we'll just click Exit. Okay. So when we click Exit, it's going to bring you back into your Flows tab here. So now we can see we have our abandoned cart recovery flow here. And if we'd like to, we can actually edit it by clicking this button, or we can check out the analytics from this specific flow, which I think is a very, very cool feature here. So you'll see the cost, the total orders recovered, the amount recovered, links clicked, and total messages sent here as well. So in order to make sure that this abandoned cart recovery flow is working, let's actually go down to our templates tab down here. Basically in your templates tab, you'll have all of the different flows that you can see. You can search for specific ones. So say you're searching for a specific campaign or nectar or order alert. But for right now, I'm looking at flows. Now, if we want to, remember our abandoned cart has 3 different follow-up messages, right? If we'd like to, we can either preview these different messages here, or we can actually test it. So if you do this, you're just going to put in your phone number. So if you'd like to see what it would actually look like being sent to you, you can just put your phone number in here and just click send. Absolutely love this because, now you can see exactly what your customers will experience when they leave your website with items still in their cart. Now, another thing, I do want to point out this inclusion of this abandoned cart link button will actually take them directly back to your store. And that kind of instant redirect makes it just so much easier to capture the sale before they forget or get distracted or any of that kind of thing. Now let's go ahead to the subscribers and opt-in tab. So this section is all about the different types of pop-ups or upsells that you can give your customer. So if we go to select pop-up type, we can look at all the spin to wins, these grow subscribers, templates here, as well as a countdown timer. I think that's really awesome there. If you're having maybe a big summer sale, something like that, that's very awesome. And they do have a QR scanner. I've actually never seen something like a QR generator on any other integration app. So this is actually a really cool option. And just as an example, we're just gonna do one of these, join the Insider Club, for example. All right, we're just gonna choose this spin to win. You're gonna enter the form name first, and I'm just gonna label mine testing for now. Click save and continue. All right, and here you're gonna see all of the different customizations that you can do here. All of the things that you can change here. So this is of course the full picture there. If they won something, maybe you'll also be able to edit those colors and all of those different texts as well. Success with no reward, maybe they didn't get anything on their wheel, something like that. And you can also change it as a reminder too. So all of these different kind of customizations here. So you can change right here how many slices it has. Maybe you just want a smaller amount there. Of course, the colors of everything on there as well. Be able to change the font here in the general settings. If you'd like to, you can change this right here in the headings section there, as well as of course the text color, subheading here. All right, and you can make the corners round or square here, and also the call to action button. So all of these types of things are super easy to actually customize here. So let's go ahead and click on behavior. Now we're actually going to edit what it will look like as this little pop-up reminder in the corner there. You can target a certain page. So if you don't want it on maybe a product page of yours, or if you do want it on a certain product page or homepage or whatever page that you have, that you want it on, you can do that there. You can change the timing here as well as the display frequency. So for example, I'm actually going to turn on this do not show form again after the user closes it, because I really hate being on websites and they just keep, with the pop-ups, they keep coming. I'm going to turn that off for mine. Another thing too is you're also able to see what it would look like. Here, let me show you the spin wheel, the full spin wheel here. So this is what it would look like on a mobile device versus a desktop, which I think is really awesome to show us the different previews there. Let's go to wheel configuration. So I'm going to turn on the can win options for every single slice. You can change the win chance, the actual label of it here, and then the reward type. So if there is a reward, you're going to give them a coupon code or a coupon condition here. And maybe if there's not a reward, you won't obviously need those things, but you would want to change the label here if you don't have a reward. So a good example is right here. The no luck is the label and there's no reward for it, right? All right, so once you've done all of your wheel configuration, we're going to click publish here. All right, and it says form is created successfully, and all we have to do is to enable the flow. All right, now when we look at the campaigns tab, there's 4 different drops down to look at here. Your SMS campaigns, your WhatsApp campaigns, scheduled campaigns, and sent analytics. All right, now you're gonna choose your target audience. So if you've made Shopify segments already, you can use them here, or filter for specific customers as well. And you can also just choose a subscriber list if you have one here. So for example, some of the filters you can look at here, maybe they have a specific order date, or they're tagged with a specific thing. Maybe they're located in a specific country, email subscriber, SMS subscriber, like maybe you want to send these to very specific people. So let's go ahead and select abandoned checkouts in the last 30 days. Now, of course, you can also exclude certain segments or exclude certain lists here. You'll be able to see the message that they'll be sent as well. You can browse these templates. Oh my goodness. You can also browse these templates here if you'd like to. So they have some Black Fridays, non-discounts. They have a scratch card there that you can check out. So let's say we want to give our customers a Black Friday discount here, just as an example. Now you'll put in the discount value. So maybe we want to say 20% off using this code. Let's say grab 20% off using that code. And then if you want to, you'll have to upgrade to schedule this for later, but you can just go ahead and click send campaign. All right, so now let's check out this order alerts tab. So here you can send SMS and WhatsApp order notifications. So things like order confirmation, order cancellation, shipping confirmation, if the order was delivered, all of that kind of thing. So you can click right here to enable that for the customer, that notification that you see here. Of course, you can also edit the message. And then you can also enable it for the admin or for yourself or for your team. But if it's a one-man operation, like these are really, really helpful. So for example, if the customer cancels their order, maybe you don't need to notify them of that, but you would probably want to be notified, right? So things like that. And if you want to, you can just click this little edit button to edit the text here. And then the same thing really goes for WhatsApp here as well. So WhatsApp here, you'll still have the option to enable customer notification and yourself. You can choose a template here as well. And of course, unfortunately, these order alerts, as they're so useful, they unfortunately are not with the free plan. So I'm not able to actually show you, but this is a really great feature. Now we're going to jump down to our analytics tab, and you will see there is so much to look at in this analytics tab. So let's just go to, our notification logs. Okay. So you'll see in the last 7 days, the total delivered, read, undelivered, and sent. Now you'll be able to see the customer's phone number, the type of message that was sent to them, the message content, right? The date what that was sent to them, the status, SMS count, cost, and the country as well. Now in this campaign history tab right here, you'll be able to see the campaign name, of course, the type and the audience that you contacted, the total contacts, the total amount of people that were contacted, the cost, the amount of orders and revenue and action taken here. Then you'll also be able to see just a snapshot right up here, right? So the total cost, total offer, and the total revenue from those campaigns. On campaign comparison, this is absolutely awesome. You'll be able to see the recipient summary as well as the performance summary for these different types of things, order per campaign, unsubscribe list here as well. And you also have that data for WhatsApp and SMS separate. So this whole tab here really gives you a full view on whether your campaigns are worth it, and you can directly compare spend versus revenue. Now let's head into the billings tab. Here you're going to see a couple different tabs down here. So let's go into the pricing plan. Of course, here you have paid plans that allow full customization of campaigns and SMS. Now, if you click this wallet recharge tab here, they have amounts from $50 to $5,000 here. And this is basically just, it allows you to be billed automatically based on the number of messages and upsells that you use. You can also apply a coupon here if you have one. Now, another thing I want to point out here is this country-wise pricing tab. So basically in this tab, you'll be able to check the prices of all of these WhatsApp and SMS notifications for the country that you're sending it to. So this is definitely something to take note of as well if you're targeting a specific market. They also have a payment history tab. You'll be able to see everything that you've paid for here. Now let's go to the integrations tab here on the left side. All right, so if we just scroll down here, there are a ton of integrations here to choose from. And I do recommend browsing this list, especially if you use any of these. And some of my personal favorites here that I've also done videos on are Judge Me, Clevio, and Pagefly as well. Those are all great apps. They have so many different integrations that you can choose from here if you happen to use any of these apps already. Now, I want to point out down here this conversations tab that's kind of hidden a little bit. So if you click on the inbox, it's actually going to take us to a whole entire different page. Unfortunately, you have to upgrade to the executive features here in order to use this. But just so you know, this tab actually keeps track of all of your customer conversations within 24 hours and lets you respond fairly easily. Of course, you can choose any, you'll have all of the channels listed here. So for example, they do have the WhatsApp, you'll have SMS on here, and Instagram, as well as other platforms that you're able to use these. Can you hear that? And you'll also see any channel here, of course, that you're able to send these messages to, right? So I just want to let you know that that's down here at the bottom. All right, so let's go in your settings, and we're actually going to click this WhatsApp business account tab here. So here you can actually put the phone number connected to ConvertWay, right? So you'll upload your logo here, a screenshot of a verified Meta Business Manager, and your brand name, and of course, the other business details. Now, once you submit this form, ConvertWay will verify your phone number. And once that's approved, you'll see a green check mark at the top of the page. Profile tab in your settings to put in that phone number, of course, the store name, and this will be visible to the customers, right? So make sure that's a good name there, as well as the email address too. Now, in this WhatsApp widget tab here, you can add a widget into your Shopify store for customers to contact you directly. So this is an awesome feature of this app. You're just going to add your phone number right here. You can select the icon that'll show on your Shopify store. You can select the background color of the widget. Maybe you want to put in your brand colors here. You can make it on the left, or you're going to put your brand name here. And you can, of course, change this subtext as well. You put in your logo. So just for fun, I'll add something here so you can see what a picture would look like. So you can see I just uploaded a logo here. Of course, you can change the welcome text, and they also give you these options for track my order, offer and discounts, and query related to products, which I think is really awesome. Yeah. So we'll get this notification up here that our details have been updated. Now let's head back to our Shopify store here, and let's see if this made it onto our website. View online. We're back on our Shopify store just to check it out, and it looks like it's working well. How can we help you? It still has my logo, my icon here. So that's awesome. Great. So all you have to do in order to actually enable this on your website is just click this enable button. That's literally it. And you just click save. And what I did is I went into my online store. I just clicked view online store to see this little widget down here. So overall, ConvertWay is one of the most powerful WhatsApp and SMS automation tools I've used. It gives you everything from abandoned cart recovery to pop-ups, scratch card gamification, smart flows, real-time analysis, and even direct conversations with your customers. It's built to drive repeat business, reduce abandonment, and bring you more revenue without needing all those extra apps. So if you're serious about increasing your store's conversion rate and customer retention, this app is 100% worth a try.